What up, everybody? The Mad Brow here, playing some Minecraft Java Edition, coming at you from the Go Big or Go Home. Sorry, the Don't Get Attached server. I got it backwards. That's okay. Right here, as you can see, there's not much going on. No, I can't double jump. You hear that? No clicky, no double jump. This is survival. I got 56 levels. Look like I'm naked. Kind of want to show off my character because I don't really see that much of them. But we are here at spawn. This is where, when the world starts, this is where you spawn in at. I didn't really do much here. I wanted to. I had some really big ideas, but, you know, worky, and not enough time to play. That's kind of what happens when you're an adult. So, here we go. Let's get into my inventory. Yeah, I have stuff. I just tried to make it look like, you know, didn't have much. But, let's see here. Get my stuff rearranged here. Put you over there, just in case. And now we're off. So, over here, Kurtonic, when he was playing, he built that little house you see with the chimney there. But my first night on the server, I came over here my first day, and I planted some stuff. I caught some animals, got them all pinned up. And as night approached, I didn't have any sheep yet, so I kind of spent my night in a hole. But I think still no even sheep in here. And I just had some cows and chickens, these cactus. I was like, that's a pretty cool spawn, but my first night, I was just happened to be over here, and I dug a hole in the wall. Where is that? It's over here? It's over here. And I plugged myself, and my wife was playing Miha's, her gamer tag. My wife was playing. I said, baby, I'm over here. Go towards the ocean. Go towards the ocean. I'm on the other side of the hill. She's like, I'm over here. Where are you at? I don't see you. And it was just message after message after message. She had a good times with Scar moment, I guess you can say.
I died like a million times.
Like 15, 20 times. So anyway, after that first horrible night on the server, and I dug that hole, I made my way over here to this hill, which was my intention to kind of make my starter base, but as per usual, as I always do, I kind of sat here and dug a hole in the wall, and this is my first base. Cool, huh? The little thing goes down to the mine. This was created in 1.17, so this was a little over almost 2 years ago now. Yeah, about a year and a half. This is my first sets of chests and randomness. I just left it here because it's kind of like a cool little memory thing. I don't know. Memorabilia. Look, I still even have coal in the furnaces. Jeez. Here's my goodie box. I kind of pillaged the goodies that I wanted, but by then I already had pretty much all I wanted. And then I chose this area because it's a huge desert. As you can see, it's raining on the server right now. So in this 1.18.2 update, it rains so much. Too much. I hate it. I can't stand it. And so, yeah, the desert was very important for that. But anyway, we're going to come up here. Miha kind of took over the hill. That's my wife. She kind of came in and took over. This her little waterfall here she made. Going up the entrance here to the front. The most recent thing she'd worked on before she wasn't able to play anymore was this front entrance here, this wall. I remember that. But you walk in and she tried to keep the nature of a lot of the cave. And some of this is dug out, obviously, but a lot of this was natural. This goes up to the top to a part she created up here. She made a little hill or a little pond, and well, that's where it goes off to the waterfall in the front. And yeah, I'll go back down here. But it's just quite the variety of rooms in here. It's pretty cool. A little kitchen here. The kitty keeps moving. It's all over the place.
There's a couple of them.
I don't know what you're intending on it, but I really do like it.
It's supposed to be a fridge and a freezer.
It looks really cool. So yeah, before I go down there, we'll go over here into the Nether Room.
There's a cat on the bed too.
Again, this is all Miha's, her enchanting room. Passed by another room. This is her
My first storage room.
first storage room. Down here we got her little nature area.
There's fish.
our own little tropical fishes. This goes down into a nether area where she got lava and all the nether trees and... Oops, wrong turn. There's another turn somewhere.
Behind you. It's behind you.
Oh yeah, it's over here. That's pretty cool. It's pretty far in here. It's like a lava portal. Let's make our way back up here. There's a lot going on here. It's pretty busy.
Behind you.
I like this. There's her map room and like her main or her important resources. And these maps she spent, I don't know, 30, 40 hours? Why is that one all faded? Oh, there it is. I have to come in closer. I couldn't read it. I mean, we got the Deathfish Farm, Pillager Tower that I was working on. I actually had recently, no, not that, up here is a Pillager Tower. I had recently made a raid farm, but I ran it and had problems with them where they were spawning, and anyway, death. So we are right here. It says home. This is where spawn is. I got my mob farm over here. I got my city, my start of my city over here. My base is up here. Jingle's over here. I got the gold farm. The end portal's off this direction. And if that's the direction, so that means off this map, that direction, probably up on that map is where the amethyst is.
The jungle temple is.
The jungle temple?
Yeah.
Cave? Village? But so
around where that cave is where the amethyst is.
Oh, that's where the amethyst is?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Yeah, that's that map, dude. Those maps, I should say. And I lost one somewhere. I lost it. I don't know. The one I had in my base, I don't know where the heck it went, but I lost it. So anyway, up in here's her nature room, or another nature room I like to call it. It's a cool looking little building and little room she built here. It's cool to see that map because then I kind of get a good layout. I know where everything is, because I've been there, but I don't know where it is, like, laid out on the map. So here's her main storage where all the walls represent what is stored there. We got a little Enderman face here that she built recently too, and a creeper face. It's a double-sided Enderman face, and then the creeper face as well. Oh, I forgot about this skull. Maybe I never saw it. Did you show me this? I don't know. Maybe you didn't show me that. I don't think you did. That's cool looking. And this is newer too. So we started getting deep slate when 118 popped up. And we spent our hours looking for the amethyst anyway. So this is her storage. Like I said, all the walls pretty much represent what's in them. It's a work in progress still. Bedroom, sleep room. Alright. Down here is her farm area, sort of ish. So we got her little manual farm over there. I set this up for her, a little flower farm. You sit here, get whatever flowers you want here. It's pretty cool. I'm gonna have some flowers in there. We're gonna see them anyway. Well, here we got the naked sheep. It's an automatic sheep farm. Down below is their storage. Here, I'll just go down there real quick. Why not? I'm going to be showing you another sheep farm in a minute, but I did set this up for her here. Spawn. This thing works, dude, even when nobody's around, because it's close enough to spawn. Like, I don't have to be here. Look how full these things are. Anywho, those are producing more wool than my mega sheep farm because I don't spend any time by the mega sheep farm. Wait, there's more down here. Sorry, back. ADD. The ADD begins. Anyway, so over there is her oxalotl pond. It goes up. She connected it with a pond up top and the waterfalls there. And yes, the axolotls do go through the waterfalls, through the hole, up to the top. They swim around up top, and then they make their way back down. I don't know how the heck they managed to not die or get lost, but obviously they're not going to despawn. We got Dorito. Hey, you were just out in the land. We got Butters, and they're all named. Oh, Nutter Butter. I think I named that one because I was eating a Nutter Butter. Right there next to me, that little hole in the ground was like remnants of a cave that was here, what she was digging out. Down here is more expansion to caves. There's caves down here. Here, holy cow, there's a glowing sack farm. That's working pretty good. Poke our head in here real quick. Axolotls spawn. There's only one in there right now, but I think it's because of the other ones. But there's at least just the one. So when the glow squid spawn, they eat it. Their goodies get pushed over here and into the hopper, or into that chest, obviously, through hoppers. I don't think there's anything else down here to show. Oh, thank you. Holy cow. So this is a ravine. This is where she goes. Wow, you got this whole thing lit up. That's cool. Definitely busy down here.
You can spend hours in that cave.
I'm sure. Looks like it.
It's not even fully lit up.
Alright. So I think I pretty much showed everything here. I've been here enough now, I kind of got it memorized so I can run through it pretty quick. It's dark, so I'm gonna go find a bed. Go to my favorite room. One of my favorite rooms here. So yeah, this is Miha's base / my starter base is down at the bottom of the hill down here, outside here. I think from here I'm gonna go over to the start of my city. So there's so much out here. This is a cool hill. I'm gonna fly out actually, get a good view of this. It's a pretty big hill. I mean, for what it was perfect. As you can see, we're right here at the edge of a huge desert. This desert is a monster. I didn't want to run out of glass, and I wanted to be able to build where it never rains. So there's that. Flying over here towards the city, though, I have my mom farm that while I'm watching YouTube, I'll sit here and AFK. I don't ever leave my computer on. I always get kicked off because of the timer, so I have to sit here and move my mouse around, and I sleep at night. I have a bed up there, but this is my mob. Ooh, ow. My mob farm here. Let's see if I got it. Kind of see, I took out all the gunpowder. But yep, got all the drops here. It's a pretty standard mob farm. This is the most recent thing I built, the blue and white banana. That's pretty much what it is. Let me get another outside higher up view up here. Turn around. It's just a huge banana. That's literally all it is. It's cool though. It's all made out of clay and glass. I mean, clay. Out of concrete and glass. This I built earlier on. This is a big old mansion. Got some vents up here up top. Got some cool little sky windows here. It's unfinished, definitely not finished. There was a whole separate video. This is somebody's video watch. There was a whole separate video on the interior, but by then I just ADD'd and was on to the next thing. But the house itself is cool, and I really do have some major ideas for this. I mean, there's a lot to do in here. This is underneath the main stairwell in the front of the house. It's like a cool storage room. I mean, there's just some cool things I could do over here. But time is our enemy. Well, I guess work would be my enemy. Because I work so dang much. But yeah, this is supposed to be a little swimming pool, and there's supposed to be a floor in here, and it's not done. This swimming pool in here wraps all the way around, and it has a little waterfall here, and drops down. It's pretty cool. Got some chairs. They look cool from a distance. Up close, they look kind of silly, but yeah, overall, I kind of liked it. Over here. This was at the edge of a village over here. I was trying to make the village look cool. I'm not, like, nowhere near done. There's so much to do, but I was trying to make the paths all look cool and take a vanilla village. I kind of chopped them up and added stuff to them and have more stuff I want to add to them. Like, I changed the color of the windows and, like, put up little mailboxes everywhere. It looks pretty cool when you're walking through it. There's a whole path here. It goes to the village. It goes down here. Over here's a house that I built. It was a tutorial. I added a bunch of leaves to it. Looks pretty cool. The interior's not done, but it's all made out of concrete. I want to emphasize that this is 100% survival, all legit, no duplicating, no weirdness. But it's a shell of a house here. I definitely got a lot to do. Got a cool view of the lighthouse from here. And hey, we just spent the last 2 or 3 hours on the Bedrock server trying to find a pirate ship, and they're still just poking out the water here at us.
Mm-hmm.
Did you ever come to this one by chance?
I don't think so.
So, most of these that I show you, I watch tutorials on the banana, this, that other thing, the mob farm, all this stuff I watch tutorials on. But this in particular right here, I did not. I just randomly started building. I was going to build a mansion. And then when my buddy joined the server, he said, dude, this is not a mansion. This is a museum. And I want to, like, I have my old tools and my armor and stuff. I have some collectible stuff. I really want to start moving, like, important stuff, basically, into here. And then, like, I want to bring mobs in here. I want to bring my pet Enderman over here, or catch a new Enderman. Get a pet creeper in there somehow. I've never had a charged creeper, but I want to somehow get a charged creeper. I know how, but I want to make it happen. Anyway, so this is the start of my city. I have big plans still for this. Like, there's a whole huge area back here. There's another village. One of my other buddies that was playing, his base is under the ground here. But there's this whole massive green area right in the edge of the desert that I wanted to build a city in. I think I'm still going to. I'm not ditching this server. There's no way. It's been up for 1.5 years now, so at this point it would just be silly to get rid of this. So anyway, this isn't my base. This is not my base. This is just part of what I started as a city. Before I go to my base, though, we're going to fly out here in the ocean. I'm going to take you out to the Bartering Farm. This is something I did way early on. I did this in, like, probably the 3rd or 4th week. I like to come here because, as I do with everything, I keep all my resources. I don't get rid of anything. Nothing goes to waste. Certain things do despawn because they sat on the ground too long, but not very much. So just kind of a quick, yeah, I keep stuff. Yeah. Oh, some of them are empty. It's like these are empty, but then, like, I think down here's not. Green dye. Ooh, deep slate, because when I started this was 117, and then now it's 118, so then they lowered the world. So anyway, let's go over here. And this was the Guardian Temple. I drained the ocean, tore the whole temple down to the base. I kept the base of the temple. And then down below here, I dug it out to what was bedrock. As you can see, it's all scattered there. That was bedrock. Now it's not bedrock, as you can see. It's deep slate. Look at them rain. I swear this works twice as much as it was working last time. Whew. Well, I still intend on, even though it's 118 now, I still intend on digging this. Let's go over here. Digging this all the way down. This is one of my many digging projects here. I'd started right here with TNT, but then I ran out because I don't AFK. I never AFK, so I don't have very much TNT. But up top here, dang, there's so many. I was gonna build 2 fish tanks, but I really quickly realized after I built 1 fish tank that 1's enough. That's more than enough. This thing definitely tests the processing power of my computer, and that is no joke. But look at this, going like crazy right now. It wasn't this fast last time I was here. But there's no kill chamber. I didn't want to deal with thorns. I didn't want to deal with beacons. I just wanted them to fall to their death. I just wanted what they give me. I don't care about XP. I have many ways. It's easier to get XP than dealing with killing these. Ouch! There's a hole in here. I was blowing up a TNT down here. I forgot about that. And blew a hole in the floor. I'm missing 2 slots there. So anyway, as you can see, yep, I'll spend some time here and watch some videos, and after like half an hour, it'll just say, yeah, it's pretty full. That's not full, okay? I'll move around and go sleep. This is fun. I could just watch this all day long. It's kind of slowed down now that I'm down here. I feel like up top up here was better. I need to make a platform in the sky, but I'm just, it's too much effort for just a little more efficiency, I guess you could say. Anyway, let's get out of here. Let's just take a little bird's eye view of this real quick. It's a lot of work. This is the 4th time I've done this. I've done this 3 other times before this. 3 other completely different designs. Like different farms, different. It's the same fish tank concept, but the last 3 farms I built, they just fell out the bottom. They would sink through the bottom and fall out into a collection chamber into the middle. These guys, I put soul sand at the bottom, and there's bubble weighting them up. So, yeah, I feel it works faster because it gets them out of there quicker. So anyway, heading back past the city here. And the mob farm. I do have a lot of rockets, but I'm not trying to burn through them. And we're coming up on my base. Now, before I start pointing out this and that and this and that, I'm going to fly around. It's a village here. I took over the village. I put up a generic wall in the beginning to keep all the mobs out. It's my buddy's house right here outside. He kind of built his house out. Just going to fly around here. It is getting dark. I'm going to land over here. For no apparent reason, there's just a big pillar of coal. I've been wanting to add to it. I have so much more to add to it, but anyway, ADD. So, it's randomness. There's just randomness scattered everywhere. There's some villagers right here. And a desert zombie. There's 3 villagers. There's one on the backside too. You see them there, right above my crosshairs. They're getting scared, and when they're getting scared, they're producing these guys, iron golems. And you go down here in my chest and iron for days. Literal days. I just turned it into iron blocks to stash it, but it doesn't really look like a whole lot, and it really isn't because I've used a lot of it, but that's a lot of stack iron blocks. Just from these guys. Hello. I have some pretty yucky proof of all my iron golems. I do not throw away their flowers. I've got tons and tons and tons of them here. Started a 3rd chest. I like to imagine each one of these was an iron golem. Sometimes they pop out 2, sometimes they pop out none. So I mean, just figure there's just an iron golem of flower, and that's a lot of iron golems. And it consistently goes. So, farms, industrial area, a lot of floaty random things everywhere. I got some random stuff over here too. This contraption is a moss farm. I'm not going to run them all because they're kind of annoying and obnoxious to hear them, but this produces me moss. I ran this for a total of 25 minutes. And these are all moss blocks. It's an item sorter here. I have moss blocks there, the flowering azaleas, regular azaleas, and the carpet blocks, the moss carpet. This thing's pretty cool. It's Got some pistons and a dispenser and bone meal, and this is a stone generator that generates stone, and some tricky little redstone business here, and magic happens. It's pretty cool. You know what? Let's just turn it on. Why not? So it's pretty easy to turn it on. So this part over here, I don't know, like I had to watch a video to figure this out, to build it. But down here, there's water and lava. It's timed just perfect to create the stone there. While this moss block is being powered by the dispenser every once in a while, which is turning that stone into moss and all the other stuff. And as you see there, it gets pushed over here. It falls down into the filter system and filters it all out. And extra stuff gets bone mealed over here. It's pretty cool. Alright, I gotta get away from here. We're gonna be here for hours just on one farm. So that's the moss farm. Come over here, we got the concrete maker. Down here is my collection chamber. You can see all the colors of concrete. We'll go over here. I'll kind of show you real quick what happens up here. It's pretty cool. All these are videos. I've watched videos, or tutorials I should say, made. I've watched tutorials for every single one of these. Tripping up on my words here a little bit. Up here, got the concrete converter. So we got a patch of water. Pistons over here that push stuff, and pistons right here that push stuff down, and TNT explodes, and yeah. Do I have any in here? I do. So what I do is I turn this on to etho hopper clock, sits over here and activates this TNT. TNT drops, boom. While the TNT's dropping, I stand over here. Obnoxious sounding machine. I push it along. It's being pushed that way. Those pistons over there, there's a set of 4 of them. 2 in front of us there and 2 on the other side that are pushing the concrete down there. And then the TNT explodes it. Boop, and it lands in the water and the hoppers collect it. So yeah, this is a pretty handy machine. Definitely like using it. Just kind of going what's over in a row here. So here next to us, or below us, is an automatic sugarcane farm. Rows and rows of sugarcane and pistons, and there's observers in the back there. I'll kind of come down here so you can see better. There's observers in the back to see when that back one grows, and so it breaks the whole row. They got stacked up 4 levels here. It's kind of hard to explain. I don't know. It's an old Tango design, Tango tech. But all the sugarcane goes down here and collects into here. It's pretty cool. And here I got a sugarcane farm. Do I even have any bone meal? No, I don't. But I can just wait for it to grow, set it to be automatic, wait for it to grow. There's observers up there that'll break it. There's a minecart down here that goes and collects it. And I got sugarcane, or bamboo, I mean, for more than I'll ever need. Over here's an automatic pumpkin melon farm. I want to say a Tango? This is either a Tango Tech or a Mumbo. Even maybe Mumbo? I don't know. When I hit these buttons, the little flying machines go. Again, this is going to take a second because I got to actually wait for this. But they go over. There's mine carts down below. We'll see them come back in a second. They get activated when I activate the machine. You see things happening down there. I'm gonna wait for this to come back. While we're waiting, kind of turn around here, see some more of my base. I just took over a village. Kind of see some of their houses in there. I didn't take any down. It was a pretty small village, but it worked. So anyway, it gets to the other side, and and there's a thing that sends it back. And once it gets back, those mine carts are going to go. Let me hop down here now so you can see, get away from that noisemaker. And boom, all the mine carts go. So they collect everything. Certain things pop up. They lose a little every once in a while. It's not a big deal. Anyway, they go down. They come back. And boom. Jeez, these ones locked up. Usually they go in and out. I don't know why they're locked up like that, but whatever, they're working. Oh, it's because it's ice. Never mind, it's empty. Yeah, everything sits here and collects. I craft them up. I trade them with my villagers. Get emeralds. Obviously, that's what this for. This is for paper for trading and for rockets. So out here in the industrial area, let's go over here, back over towards the iron farm. I need to talk about that too. That's a creeper farm. That's one of the more recent things I built. Right here, you got a tree farm. Let's see here, take some saplings. Oops. I'm gonna go up top here. Here's my collection chamber. That one piece of obsidian down there. TNT lands on it. I just gotta make sure. I don't know if it's got, because I'm running low on gunpowder, so I gotta make sure. Down there we can kind of see we got a wall of pistons here and a wall of pistons there with honey and slime blocks, and they're the leaf crushers. And the trees grow and get pushed this way. The leaf crushers crush everything. There's hoppers down here that collect all the saplings. That's how I have this. They collect saplings, apples, and the sticks that come through here. But I randomly come grab the sticks and use them. To turn it on, I just look in this barrel's inventory, which is empty always. This thing's got bone meal, and I plant. It grows, everything moves, the leaves get broke. Back in my inventory, you see there, boof, I got a sapling, and then next to us, over there on the other side of the obsidian, is the explodification chamber. Boom, it blows the trees up, they land in the water and go into the middle. Pretty cool. Anyway, look back in the barrel, turn off, you can see there's saplings sitting there, which is pretty cool. So it's automatic, you don't have to go anywhere. As long as this thing is filled with bone meal, which usually I have it pretty stocked full, yeah, I can sit there for an hour and just grow trees. So anyway, you see you got a couple more sticks. So this is just for oak, and it does work for birch, but the birch doesn't really like to grow in there, but it will grow. So over here is a farm that my only bit of netherite, excuse me, my only bit of netherite that I have collected has been put in this farm. I want to say it's like 18 or 20 something pieces of netherite. You can see it there. It's just the raw netherite. Netherite's one of those blocks that pistons can push, but TNT cannot blow up, and that's the reason why it's very important in this farm. And as you can see remnants of red. I'm growing the bluish greenish trees right now, but this is a nether tree farm, and you get shroom lights, you get whichever one I'm growing. So right now it's warped stem, and the other one is crimson stem. I don't want to find it because it's tricky, but there's one individual piece of nether rack that is either green or blue, depending upon which tree you want to grow, in the middle of that cluster right there, and I can change it out. I'm afraid to turn this farm on. I haven't turned it on in a while, and I'm kind of afraid it's broken. It might not be, but it's a hassle. It's a two-step process. I got to turn it on up top, and I have to turn it on down here, and hope and pray that over the year and a half that nothing has happened to it. I built this about a year ago. So, anyway, if it works, cool. If not, I'm not going to stress on it. I don't care. It was cool. It was fun to build. If it really doesn't work, I might take my netherite out. I'm kind of hoping it does work. It's just redstone. It's just timing. It's just things. It's a Tango Tech design. Tango Tech built this farm, and somebody else made a tutorial on it based on his exact build. So it's pretty cool. I had a little bit of trouble when I built it because it's, timings and redstone and stuff. Electricity, yay. Alright, sun's going down. So I think that's pretty much it for out here in the industrial area. Once I do sleep, I'll show you the creeper farm real quick. Let's see here, we're like 34 minutes in. It's already way too long, but that's okay. I want to make sure. These trees are all random. I brought them here just to have them to farm them, but I never actually farmed them because time sucks. So we'll start here at the bottom. Ow, I barely made it onto the edge. That's cool. So here's the collection chamber. 3 individual rows of hoppers. There's a minecart that spins around. We can kind of come up here and see a little bit better view of what's going on. Those little platforms, the creepers get pushed out to the end. They all fall down, hit that water, and they get pushed to the middle, and then they just die via magma blocks. So it's pretty cool. It's all just let them die. I come up here, kind of get a good view of the actual size of this. I don't remember how many layers I did. I think I did 12. I don't remember. I did a lot. It was a lot. It was a lot. It was a lot of work. Etho hopper clock up here that turns this thing on so that it triggers the water flooding thing. I don't want it to go though. Oh, I stopped it just in time. That's my AFK platform up there. But yeah, I don't really AFK much here because I don't AFK. I get kicked out. Oh, I don't want you to see that. I wanted to land on this stuff. Whee! This is 1 stack per layer, so I don't remember how many layers are here, but alright, over here to my actual base. So that's a cocoa bean farm. I don't really need to show it. I can sit here and push a button and it breaks them all, and then I just go through and replant them all. It's pretty annoying, but it works. Right here is my fuel system. I'll show you this end of it. So there's kelp in here waiting to be smelted, and then once I smelt it, I collect it here, I craft it here, put more fuel in here, and then put my excess fuel over by my mini smelter. But this is an automatic kelp farm. The observers and pistons and kelp, oh my, they fill up this hopper mine cart. Once it's filled up, it goes along and fills up or runs along these just 1 pass, but still it works. It gives them 2 kelp a piece, and over time I've acquired a lot of kelp. I've more than I'll ever need. This is my first cow farm. Oh, recently, before I started the Bedrock server, I built a potato dude. Yes, it's actually producing. Look at that. A potato and a carrot, guys. So this is pretty cool. This is early game stuff, but I did a 1.5 years in. I never really used it, but here's my nether wart. These are my first villagers that I trapped and have them with my trade. Some of them are, there's a couple of mending. Ooh, sharpness 5. Forgot about that guy. Anyway, here's the carrot guy. Yeah, I just took literally my manual farms and just turned them into villager farms. Over here is my cactus farm. It's really tiny, but over the last 1.5 years, it's given me all the green dye I'll ever need, so it's kind of cool. Got a villager breeder that's very broke. It's only supposed to have 2 villagers in there, but instead it has like 30 or 40 of them, and they still breed. I don't know how or what the heck, but and they still go down there and suffocate and kill themselves. There's like 30 of them down there. I don't know, 40 of them. When I was flying over, you saw the chorus fruit. Here's how I get my chorus flowers. It's easy to get the flowers, and actually I found an easy way since then. You just use a bow and arrow. God, they're so annoying. There's so many of them. But get the flowers over there. Come over here and plant them after I harvest this with the little cheesy redstone setup here and dispensers and buckets of water. Yada yada blah blah. Here we go. I'm gonna really ADD now because I'm trying to rush. There's a lot to show still. I'm not gone down into my actual base. My base is, I say, is here, but I haven't even showed you where it's at. So let's go over here real quick. Hey, what? There's a baby villager? These guys are still breeding? I haven't seen a baby villager here in quite a while. That must mean somebody died. Somebody died. Oh no. Over here's a part of my, like the start of my grand trading hall. I had a whole bunch of ideas. Oh my god. ADD and my mouth is not working. I'm tired. I have a whole bunch of villagers already to trade, but I wanted to add like 1, maybe 2 more layers because yeah, I need clerics. I need more traders, and yeah. Anyway, so that's where I get most of my books. I have almost all the books I need for what I need. Also, I have my stonemasons over there so I can get quartz, so I don't gotta go to the nethers if I want to build with quartz. Not that I've done that. So here is a cave that was in this village. And I just kind of came down in this cave and took over. And every time I get something new, I like to add it here. So I started in 1.17, but recently when 1.18 hit, I started putting the deep slate stuff in here and then Just kind of adding, like, when they change the ores, like the way the ores look. And a couple of dragon heads are in here. They got 2 of them, yeah. I'm ready to make 2 more beacons, which is pretty cool. Over here was kind of my original storage. It was like along this wall before I put my starter traders here. These are just like my other dudes over there. They're all I have a whole a set of 10 of them, a whole wall of them that I used to trade to get like certain stones for. My original enchanting room that I don't even use this thing because of my villagers. Yeah, I spend a lot of time here, and this is where I exit. And this is actually my monitor's background is a picture of looking out that cave there. Right here's my storage that I built and grew in and grew out of because this thing is just flooded. I haven't even moved everything. This thing is just flooded. Like, here, I want to see something cool with all this coal. I have this whole double chest of coal out there in a pile by the gold farm. But we go down here, and my wife dug this all out for me, bless her heart. And I have definitely been putting stuff in here. I've definitely been using this. Look at all these amethyst shards. Holy cows. I gotta say overflows up here somewhere. But all my valuable resources are down here, and all my other main resources are over here. And my random stuff I kind of keep up here. Down in here, just one of my ways to get there, is a slime farm, or there's a slime chunk here, so I have iron golems in the walls. The slimes are attracted to them. They fall down onto the magma blocks down there. Let's see what's here. Go faster. It's my original mine. Yes, it's all dug out by hand. It goes for a really long time, but this was a slime chunk, so I have them all falling down here. I got quite a few platforms there. I'll take it down here. There's a collection chamber. There's mine carts down here, minecart hoppers. Hey, sorry, dude. I'll send you back. It's fine. Another one. Sometimes it gets stuck. Nope, they're both moving. That's good to see. These are minecart unloaders, and they all unload into these boxes. This one's full, I can tell, because this one's filling up. Yep, they come up, unload, drop off slime balls, and this is just active while because it's right below my base, so it's just active all the time while I'm in my base, which is pretty cool. It's coming very handy. Probably be more slime than I'll ever need. It's getting dark, I can tell. Nope. One more farm to show you out here before we take off from here and show you the rest of my industrial area. I kind of showed my favorite farms for last. So off over here in the corner, I'm kind of glad I built it in the corner because it keeps it tucked away. This is one of my more favorite farms I've ever built. It's a bee farm. Getting close to dark, I think, so they're all hiding. But my original beehives that I got from the wild, my bee's nest, sorry, and then my beehives that I've filled or built after collecting enough resources. Sometimes that gets stuck. I have a button there to activate it. But you can hear them; they're buzzing in there. It's just dark or something. It's raining or something. All their goodies collect here. I've crafted up before you can make candles. I was crafting them all into honeycomb blocks, but I definitely have since then I'm ready to make some candles, damn it. And of course honey blocks for days. There it is. I can tell it's getting dark now. There goes the sun down on the horizon. So yeah, 45 minutes in and I'm just barely here at my base. Well, I say barely, but I've gone through the whole industrial area, I think. Most of it. Gone through my base here.
They're getting beat up.
Oh, the iron golems? Yeah, I saw a baby in here. I think that my, some of my villagers have gotten attacked. Yep. Stuff spawns in here. There's some dark spots. Well, anyway, I'm waiting for it to get dark so I can go down here and sleep. Boom. There we go. Now then. If I didn't move too fast, you definitely saw a couple of these in the background. We'll head off over here. First things first. Go to my sheep farm. Look at this sheep farm. Holy cow, isn't this cool? High-tech stuff here. Where's the rest of the sheep, may you ask? I let them loose and they're all over here. Oh, they were. Let's fly up over here. Oh, there's a couple up here. Maybe that was one of my pink ones. Oh, there's a blue one. Let's go down here. This is the sheep farm. I don't spend a lot of time here, so you don't see a lot of wool here. Because like I said, I don't AFK. But I have 4 of each color of sheep. And it's all organized, and it all goes down here. And you can tell what color they are by the color here on the floor. It all matches. So this is the basement. I really need to finish that. I really need to get the floors done. In here I have my pet Enderman. What's up, buddy? I haven't named him. I haven't given him a name. I haven't really shown him off enough while I'm streaming, so maybe if somebody comes with a cool name, I name him. Ah, golly. That's the most ugliest sound ever. So aside from my angry pet Enderman and my blue sheep, you can see the naked sheep, and this is where, boop, hey, he ate it, and they automatically get sheared. It's pretty cool. So yeah, 4 of each color inside this little mini Mayan pyramid style thing. It's not done. I'm not done at all. I really have a lot more I want to do here, but it's pretty big. Took a long time. I tilled all the dirt. There's water down under each of these walls, under all these layers. I tilled all the dirt, planted wheat on every single layer. That took a long time on its own. So I'll fly over here. We're going to ignore the purple and black over there. Let's go over here to my unused farm. It'll never be used again, but it's cool to show off. So in 1.17, this used to be the world height limit right here, but in 1.18, they've raised it to whatever, I don't know how, whatever the number is. But underneath me is water, and it's traced to the outline of a river down here. Hold on. See how we have the kind of a, if you could see there when I was flying down, it's kind of the shape of an R. You can kind of see it there. It's kind of a backwards R, but that tracing is a tracing of a river. This is a pretty good river spot. It was cool. So traced it out, put water at the very, very top, just underneath this little roof here. And these are water streams that trickle down. Let's see if I can land here. Yeah. And in here are turtle eggs. And drown spawn when they do spawn. There's one. Drown spawn. They float their way down. They fall through. There's trapdoors under, fence gates. Sorry, fence gates is the word I'm looking for. And the drown make their way down. Oh, unless they're right next to you, then they might attack you. But he's like, no, I want the turtle egg. And he goes and gets the turtle egg. Sometimes they sit there stupid, but they eventually all make their way over here, and we have the world's slowest copper farm. Once they get going, it works pretty good, but no, this farm doesn't produce enough. It's faster to go mining for it than it is to sit here. But this was cool, a cool drown farm. I actually used it to get tridents. It's my main purpose. Now that I got as many tridents as I'll ever need, I don't need this thing anymore. Let's go over here. 98 is the number. I thought about it before the stream, and I'll just say it now. You can see a zombie pigman right there. That's also my sand digging area. But a zombie pigman spawned in these portals. And there's turtle eggs. There's one up top and one at the bottom. Let me go back up top here. It's easier to show you while I'm not moving. Hurrah. 98 portals. There's 8 on each side. I don't know if you could tell. I'll fly back out in a minute. But there's 8 on each side and 6 in each stack. And there's a turtle egg at the top here for that layer right there. And there's a turtle egg at the bottom. And you can see those zombie pigmen are attracted to it. And they go. And they fall in the water. And then they get collected in the middle over there. So do one more quick glide out here. And I did this because I know I'm on the computer. I know I'm on Java Edition. But I've played on the console for so long. And I kind of got used to the portal. That when I built my computer, I was like, I want to build something that's really going to just test my computer without actually testing my computer, you know, like not breaking it, but really getting a good, you know, feel for what my computer can handle. And I'm not going to kill these guys. I'm going to let them despawn. But basically, I kill them. They're one-hit kills. I kill them. I come down here, and their goodies are spit out there, as you can see. I have an item sorter, so we got gold nuggets, gold ingots, rotten flesh gets spit into lava, the chickens come through here, so I sort out the chicken parts, and swords get smelted into nuggets here. So, I have fuel back here for the smelters. It's getting low, I know, I need to bring more, but that's the gist of this, and I stay here, and I kill them, and I have unlimited as much as we need levels. As you can tell, I'm level 56. That's mostly from this and trading with villagers. So, and I do a lot of stuff to burn my levels. So, I kind of like to show this off. I set this up. It kind of shows you what you get. You don't get gold blocks, but you can get gold blocks in the long run. They got ingots, nuggets, rotten flesh, and you get swords of all varieties, shapes, sizes, durabilities, and enchantments. So if I wasn't actually cooking the swords, I can save them all up and disenchant them and get even more XP, but that's just a lot more work. So yeah, this is my industrial area. This is all a lot of stuff that I watch tutorials on. That's definitely something I did not. I was just kind of came up that with other people's designs. I know I could have went into the Nether and built one there. Oh, and what goes hand in hand with the gold farm is also a bartering farm. So the one and only thing I'm really going to show you here in the Nether, because I hate the Nether and I really spend as little time here as possible, is the bartering farm. I'm going to call it my tiny but super efficient one here. So it always faces me that way no matter which way I face. But I got an etho hopper clock up top. I have dispensers above these guys' heads. That's perfectly timed to dispense gold. They get it in their hand. They drop out what they're going to trade. And within like a second and a half, boop, they get another nugget or another ingot. Everything they get drops down into these hoppers and they're all name tagged. He's trading hog. And when they poop out all their stuff, it drops down here. I have this blue flame with the dropper hooked into it. A fast dropper, because I get sick of things. And this is the only place where I have destroyed resources other than rotten flesh. Rotten flesh is the only resource that I get rid of. But here, I get tons of things that I don't need. And I don't even remember, like these boots. I'm never going to need 1,000 pair of boots, so I throw boots away. Spectral arrows, I feel bad, but I have a bunch saved up. I throw them away. Water bottles, throw them away. A lot of these soul speed books, I throw them away. So there's a few things in the server that I do throw away, but they're singular. They're just, like, I'm not going to need a soul speed that, I don't know how to explain it. Anyway, so you get a lot of good stuff out of here, though. I get raw quartz. Gravel, which is very helpful. Obsidian, blackstone's very helpful. Crying obsidian's fun to build with. So this is a fun farm to play with. It was a fun farm to build. I have out in that way, I have a nether fortress where I go to. I don't want to go over there. I don't like going out there. It's dangerous. Now that we're an hour in, I think this pretty much covers my base. This is my first sugarcane field. A lot of things you see there's like manual built around automatic because I did my starter stuff and then just kind of built around it with my manual stuff here. And it's getting close to dark, but I should be able to Nah, I'm probably waiting. What else can I show while I'm waiting? While we're waiting for the sun to go down, let's go back down in here real quick. Kind of show you my riches here, because I have quite a bit. I got quite a bit down here. So it's my redstone box. All my redstone. I have a couple of netherite ingots. I just never converted them over. This is like my original redstone box, or like my important box. I got these in a chest. I think that's why those were in there. My quartz. See, I want to use raw quartz in builds. Like I want to use these raw ores. Look at all this iron that I've almost never smelted iron because I built an iron farm so early. I have tons more coal downstairs in my main storage. Who cares about all the randomness that's going on here? Let's look down here real quick. It's my new redstone box. I'm keeping all my deep slate ores. It's kind of fun to see them. Well, I'm keeping all my ores, honestly. Here we go. There's more iron. There's my regular ores. I think I got... Yeah, here's another coal box. I ended up using my fortune pickaxe because I broke all my silk... No, I didn't break. I burned out all my silk touches, so I was using my fortune. I just didn't care. Gold is one of the rarest ores in this game. I swear to God. I don't find very much gold ore. That's definitely something that's hard to find. Deep slate. Tough blocks. A lot of this back here is unused. All this isn't really fun to show, but anyway, I'm just waiting for the sun to go down so I can take you to the last part that I did. So when 1.18 hit, my wife and I were like, we're going to go find an amethyst geode. Let's go. So I flew about 1,200 blocks away, which I'm going at right now, and we adventured. And we adventured, and we died, and we died, and we died, and we adventured, and we died, and we died. We lost elytra. I had to go back to the end twice to get elytra. And we died. Did I say that word enough? Can I emphasize that? We died, and died, and died, and died. We spent 30 hours plus, 30 to 40 hours in an abandoned mine shaft. Most of it was an abandoned mine shaft. Some of it was just regular caves. For the most part, it's an abandoned mine shaft. It's so big. It's so, oh my God, disorienting is not even a word. It's so overwhelming. But I'd bypassed this ravine. I knew it was there, and I didn't really want to adventure through it. And finally, I was like, I'm gonna go down in this ravine. Here, I'm not even gonna take you. That's where we need to go. We're gonna come over here. This is where we started. Up here, I landed on this tree. I built this little thing. I came back from the end, getting wings, and I was like, dude, this is our little work area. We're gonna find a geode, and we came here, and we knew there was caves. There's tons of caves. There's a cave right down here. I don't know exactly where. And I'm not going to go find it. I don't like it. It's a nightmare. PTSD for sure. Somewhere down in here. I don't know exactly where. There is a cave. And it's a cave of all caves. Oh, it's right here. Never mind. Yeah, this is some of it. I'm not going in there. I don't dare. Especially when I know I could safely get in there. Since we're nearing the end of my tour of the world here, one thing I want to do before I pop down here, let's hit escape. Let's go to statistics. General. I'll slowly scroll here. Let's start that over. Let's go back up here. I'm going to slowly scroll through this just so you can kind of... Damage taken, that's a big number. Distance sprinted, distance walked, quite a high. Just kind of going through some things. I've jumped 211,000 times. Items. Items mined. 554,000 stone picked up. I picked up most of it. See, I have missed some of it, but then again, my wife has ran behind me and picked up stuff too. So I have a combination of that. I've mined more deep slate than I have gravel. Jeez. This is a lot to go through, and I'm not going to scroll through all this, but we'll just kind of scroll through till it lightens up there. Mobs. Oh my gosh. I want to look for 35,000 zombie piglins. That's going to be the biggest one. It's quite a bit of slime. That's from when I was mining. I haven't really killed a lot. I set up farms so I don't have to kill a lot. I haven't even killed that many cows because then I started doing golden carrots. Drowns have killed a lot because of the drown farm, kind of. Oh yeah, time played 20, almost 29 days. So we take 29 times 24, and that's how many hours I've played. That is a lot. So when we walk down here, this first step right here is the edge of what was a ravine. The ravine ran right around in this area, right here in this little middle part. And when I was digging down in this ravine, I saw the edge of this. I saw the very edge of this little corner right here. I was like, oh my god, I actually broke this corner. I was like, that's our geode. And so I dug out the wall, and it was all dark in here. And oh my gosh, it's a geode. Bathroom break from when I stream. It was a geode. After 30 to 35 hours and multiple deaths, we have a geode. So I thought it would be a cute idea to bring a beacon over here and have the digging. As you can see up on my screen up here in this top right corner, I got haste. It's not quite 100, but I'm going to say it. It's 100 blocks from that wall to that wall. It's 100 blocks from that wall to that wall. And I've sat here and beacon mined this down to the 1.17. Well, what would have been the 1.17? I was like, I'm just going to go down to what used to be bedrock. And then, I kind of thought it would be a fun idea, to go even further. So I'm down at Y0. You can barely see it right over here where my mouse is moving right now. I'm at Y0, and it has been a nightmare. I am so sick of digging through deep slate. So I'm ready to get some TNT going and blast this. But to fly through this thing is insane. There's so much room as I say that, and I run into my amethyst farm. You can see parts of the massive farm, or the massive abandoned mine shaft. I want to land here. This kind of looks like a Donkey Kong game. Whee down. There's one spider spawner. We go over here, and I think it's back over here. Yeah, up there. There's another spider spawner inside there. There's like 5 spider spawners just in this area. It's crazy. And when I say that I have resources, I have resources. I keep it all. I don't throw anything away. Nothing gets wasted on here on Don't Get Attached. Nothing. Here's where I started deep slate, because I ran out of room. Down there is a lot of deep slate. Let's go over here to this side. This side's kind of fun. This is my little hub here is where I've been hanging out. So it's my goodie chest here. Oh my god, look at all this. I need to transport this. Torches for days. More resources. Over here is all my deep slate, deep slate, deep slate, deep slate, deep slate, deep slate. This is all deep slate. All this except for to here. But yeah, spent a lot of time, a lot of energy, and there's still so much more I want to do. I've spent 29 days. I got 29 more days of stuff I want to do easily, without even trying. So this is a geode. This is a smaller one. I climb up there on these 2 little platforms. I break the shards. The shards all collect down in this little water stream and goes down in that chest, which is pretty cool. That was the third one. Behind me was the third one. This is the second one I found. This one's rather large too. It's pretty cool. Same thing. You just sit here and let's silk touch it. I want some silk touch in my bag. Boop. It goes into the collection chamber. Come over here. I'm gonna kill myself. Jeez. Got a nice little collection chamber here. Cool. I have a little decoration. Boop. So yeah, I've been hard at work. There's a lot going on here. I'm glad I was able to fit this in about an hour. It's a little over an hour. Took quite a bit of thought I've streamed a few times and have been able to do like pretend tours. Like I pretend like I'm recording, but I'm showing them to my friends, showing them to other people that have been in stream. It's been pretty cool. But yeah, I definitely do want to keep digging, but there's like 60 more blocks. I think like 59 more blocks to go. It's insane. There's so much more to dig out here. It's kind of overwhelming. So, but yeah, I think it's where I'm definitely going to end it. It's been a little over an hour. I hope anybody who does watch this, you enjoyed it. Anybody who's made it this far, congrats, because holy cow, this is a long video. But like I said, man, like I keep saying, there's so much more I want to do. There's so much that I have done. I feel like I did rush this, but I've been procrastinating this, and for good reasons. There's a lot to show, and I don't really know what I'm doing. I'm just kind of faking it until I make it. This is a double row of chests, by the way. So that's 6 double chests per thing, and it's all stuff full of everything from this dig. So I could build 10 castles. I got a couple friends that are wanting to hop on here, so the server might become active again here real soon, which would be cool. I started a Bedrock server about a month ago, and this has just been kind of sitting here collecting dust. But I do occasionally pop in here and check it out. Definitely make sure to keep the vibe going. So anyway, this is the Mad Brow. Appreciate you watching, anybody and everybody, and catch you in the next one. Bye.